Greetings, beloved ones. Beloveds, it matters not the story that is told, it matters not the version, it matters not the details. What matters is the love. What matters is what it is that you feel when the story is told. And indeed, there are times that you will hear something and you will say, well, that is not the truth that I know. That is not the way that I remember it. This does not feel like the truth. But if you allow yourself to understand that even in what appears to be a lie, even in what appears to be fear, there is still love that underlies all of it. For truly, love is all that exists. And indeed, we have said this time and time again. It has been repeated and repeated and repeated ad nauseum. And yet, there are many who will turn away from it and say, love does not exist here. What exists here instead is judgment. What exists here instead is criticism. What exists here instead is fear. And I am electing and I am choosing to focus upon this. I'm using my will to say, love does not live here. Fear lives here. But understand, beloveds, that even in what appears to be the ugliest of a certain scenario, even what appears to be the wretched retelling of a history, a recount of an atrocity, wars and famine and devastation and destructions, what actually happened to the dinosaurs? A planet that has been smashed to smithereens, a black hole completely engulfing a star. Beloveds, understand that these are just permutations of energy, of God saying, I wonder what it would be like if, and then such and such occurs. The judgment that is being cast upon it, the aspersions that say, oh, this is not the way that it should be this way instead, is where you would try to say, love does not live here. But beloveds, love lives everywhere. For everything is an aspect of love. You and all of the thoughts that you have about you, and all of the ways that you have designed the body and the beliefs and the thoughts, the words that you speak and the actions that you take, it is all an expression of love. So the only act of forgiveness that need occur is the forgiveness where you have lent yourself to believing that there is something other than love that is taking place. What if you held everything that occurs within the context of knowing that everything is love? Would you be able to feel gratitude for all things, for all beings, for all circumstances? Can you allow yourself to feel gratitude for the very thing that you find yourself cursing and admonishing? The very thing that you say, no, this is not the way that it is meant to be. I cannot be neutral about this thing, for love does not live here. Love lives everywhere, through every moment, through every breath, through every thought. And beloveds, understand that every thought that you think, you are indeed manifesting and creating, for you are creator beings with the minds of God. Everything is love. It is just an experience that you have chosen to have. You wanted to see what it would be like to fill in the blank. And if you can allow yourself to say, I will love everything about me, and I will love everything about you, and you look out upon the universe and you say, this is not me. This is a disenfranchised aspect of me that lives as my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my husband, my wife, my son, my daughter, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, my teachers, my healers, my doctors, my lawyers, my Indian chiefs. Beloveds, they are all aspects of you. You live in a mirrored universe, much like a mirror ball. You are the light that exists within, and that light is the light of love. Now, we have stated this ad nauseum time and time and time again. And you get glimpses of it, you get realities of it, and you embrace it and you take it to heart. Beloveds, all that we are asking you to ever do is to take the heart, the love that you are. We look upon you and all we see is the light. And you keep trying to say, no, 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 but look, pay attention to this darkness. And we say, okay, you are once again choosing to indulge something other than love. Beloveds, the training that we all have received is not any different from one another, for we have been with each other through myriads of life cycles. We have been together in locales, and we currently are. But here in this particular moment, in this particular space, of time, this little window, this little epoch. Let there be one truth and one truth only. And that is that only love is real. And yes, this has been stated many, many times, but it happens to be truth. For there is truth even in every lie, if you look deeply enough. If you are willing to stand still long enough and become silent, you will hear the truth as it is whispered upon the wind. You will hear the truth if you allow yourself to gaze into the water. If you come upon a tree and you embrace this tree and you say, "Tree, tell me your truth," you will hear love. You will feel love and you will know love. And then you will come to understand that you are love. Blessings to you, precious and beloved brothers and sisters. I love you. And indeed, I will speak with you again.